Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Now I will talk to you about poverty in Africa. This video that making for final exam of isu-isu global contemporary was taught by Mr. Heri Herdiawanto and Miss Ulya Amalia. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Putri Yasmin Martsela and I'm from International Relations Majority of Social and Political Science in Al-Azhar University of Indonesia. First of all, I will say thank you to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala that giving me healthy and opportunity to learn about this lesson. And Pak Heri, also Bu Ulya, who have taught me about the lesson. This video can give you information about poverty in Africa and explain about that. Poverty in Africa has been one of the most extensive discussions on the issues of global poverty. Hope you enjoy this video.
According to latest World Bank estimates, the share of Africans who are poor fell from 56% in 1990 to 43% in 2012. The report argues that the poverty rate may have declined even more if the quality and comparability of the underlying data are taken into consideration. However, because of population growth, many people are poor. The report says the most optimistic scenario shows about 330 million poor in 2012, up from about 280 million in 1990. Poverty reduction has been slowest in fragile countries. The report notes and rural areas remain much poorer, although the urban-rural gap has narrowed.
The contemporary global era of international and political relations international started since 1945, but there was a change that dramatic since the end of the Cold War in the 90s. Global issues contemporary is an issue that grows and expands after the war cold ended in 90s. Understanding global issues contemporary is closely related to the traits of those issues which are not dominated by East-West relationships, like the threat of nuclear ideological rivalry between democratian liberals and Marxism-Leninism, crisis diplomacy, and etc. The international community today is confronted with global issues related to the New World Order. Issues over issues, the welfare is connected with human security between countries, developed countries with developing countries, as well as poverty issues. According to the World Bank, the international poverty line refers to those who have less than 1.25 US dollars a day to live, and this live on the very edge of existence. The United Nations Development Programme, or UNDP, sets various indicators in its Human Development Index, or HDE, to measure poverty in Africa and all other countries in the world. Inclusive growth is growth that reduces poverty. Poverty levels decline in most African countries. On average, the proportion of African households with a consumption level below the $1.9 per day poverty line declined from 40% in 2010 to 30% in 2019, at below $3.2 per day. The poverty rate fell from 93% to 59%, and at below $5.5 per day. It fell from 83% to 80%. While in 2019, 478 million people live in extreme poverty, it is estimated that in 2021, 490 million people in Africa live under the poverty line of 1.90 ppb per day, and this is 37 million people more than what was projected without the pandemic.
Data from Compassion Fund
1 in 3 Africans living below the global poverty line. They make up 70% of world poverty, and that number will continue to increase. The causes of poverty on the continent are not different from those of poverty worldwide. It can be grouped into two categories, both external or cultural and internal. The first includes food shortage, limited access to clean water sources, government corruption, to poor infrastructure, while the second factor consists of knowledge, of aspirations, of perseverance, of value, of confidence, and of self-worth. Message: we humans should be able to help others in there, especially our authorized officials and students. Students have been given educational access to the know and see about the true and real conditions in Africa. Students can give and share the experiences, educational, being a volunteer, and etc. People should be able to open their eyes and can help to prevent widespread global poverty, such as by learning well so as to live better lives in the future. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.